Still trapped in the hustle, yeah. Trapped in the hustle, yeah. Money's all on my mind, I ain't wasting no time. That's why I'm on my grind. You can't see it, you blind. Still trapped in the hustle,
Okay,
yeah.
I need a holder.
Trapped in the hustle, yeah. Money's all on my mind, I ain't wasting no time. That's why I'm on my grind. You can't see it, you blind. I'm still trapped in the hustle, yeah. Hustle, yeah. On my hustle, yeah. Hustle, yeah. I'm on my hustle, yeah. Hustle, yeah. On my hustle, yeah. Hustle, yeah. I'm still riding, bitch, I'm still riding. Skating through the city, bitch, I'm golden gliding. I want my baby. I be learning how to work this shit, Lord. You be all learning. Still trapped in the hustle, yeah. Trapped in the hustle, yeah. Money's all on my mind, I ain't wasting no time. That's why I'm on my grind. You can't see it, you blind. Still trapped in the hustle, yeah. Trapped in the hustle, yeah. Money's all on my mind, I ain't wasting no time. That's why I'm on my grind. You can't see it, you blind. I'm still trapped in the hustle, yeah. Hustle, yeah. On my hustle, yeah. Hustle, yeah. On my hustle, yeah. Hustle, yeah. On my hustle, yeah. Hustle, yeah. I'm still riding, bitch, I'm still riding. Skating through the city, bitch, I'm golden gliding. I'm still riding, yeah, I'm still riding. Quick to pull up like I'm Uber driving. I'm still grinding, yeah, I'm still grinding. Looking like a chandelier, the way the nigga shining. Hey, for what you mean, man, for what you mean. Money dirty like the Sprite, you know what I lean. Yeah, trapped in the hustle, yeah. Money's dirty on my mind, I ain't wasting no time. That's why I'm on my grind, you can't see it, you blind. Still trapped in the hustle, yeah. Trapped in the hustle, yeah. Money's all on my mind, I ain't wasting no time. That's why I'm on my grind. Can't see it, you blind. I'm still trapped in the hustle. On my hustle, yeah. Hustle, yeah. On my hustle, yeah. Hustle, yeah. On my hustle, yeah. Hustle, yeah. On my hustle, yeah. Hustle, niggas hustle some money, niggas hustle some weed. Niggas hustle a job and bitches hustle some weed. Hustle by any means, they hustling anything. Kid like Dr. King and hustle you for your dreams. Fuck you mean, nigga. I'm living life, man, I'm living life. Niggas hating me cause they ain't living right. I'm living life, man, I'm living life. I'm Mr. West with that money, I got my shit right. Fuck what you saying, man, fuck what you saying. Cause I ain't listening unless you paying. Fuck what you saying, man, fuck what you saying. Niggas dying, take a chance, Lord, that's why we praying. Amen. 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 Still trapped in the hustle, yeah. Trapped in the hustle, yeah. See, money's all on my mind, I ain't wasting no time. That's why I'm on my grind. Can't see it, you blind. Still trapped in the hustle. On my hustle, yeah. Hustle, yeah. On my hustle, yeah. Hustle, yeah. On my hustle, yeah. Hustle, yeah. On my hustle, yeah. Hustle, yeah.
Hey y'all, we about to start. And I did you get it twice? Alright, perfect.
Still trapped in the hustle, yeah. Trapped in the hustle, yeah. Money's all on my mind, I ain't wasting no time. That's why I'm on my grind. You can't see it, you blind. I'm still trapped in the hustle. hustle. Yeah. Trapped in the hustle. Yeah. Money's all on my mind. I ain't wasting no time. That's why I'm on my grind. You can't see it, you blind. I'm still trapped in the hustle.
This is 7. This one.
Feel the water flow.
8.
This is for the fire in your soul.
That's 8.
We pray for
This
better
is
days to live our lives and make a change. Feel the water flow. This is for the fire in your soul. In your soul, your soul, your soul.
7 and a half. 7. Record format. 5. Alright. Alright. If he's not on, then just we gotta. Alright, yeah, let's go. 'Cause I don't want to keep waiting on Brent. Like,
Feel the water flow. This is for the fire in your soul.
can you
We
hear
pray
me
for
like
better
that?
days to live our lives and make a change. Feel the water flow. This is for the fire in your soul. In your soul, your soul, your soul.
Soul cleansing. Soul
Everybody
cleansing.
got problems. Everybody got problems. No matter which yours.
Soul cleansing. Soul
That's why we gotta
cleansing.
call them. That's why we gotta call them. My spirit's so asshole.
Soul cleansing. Soul.
Nearly lost my soul, nearly lost my faith. When I lost my brother, that's the day it went away. Mama cried, so did granny did too. So lost, so hurt, I ain't know what to do. So I yell, and I cuss up at God. Like why in the fuck, how could you do that? Bring that pain in my family, it's something we did. Tell me you mad at me, cause I can't deal. And it's hard to live without my brother. And it's hard to forgive, but still I pray.
Hey, it's your girl Shauna XO, and as you can see, I'm the only one in the studio tonight, but that's okay. We got Harlem virtual. She is actually kind of in quarantine. Is Harlem there? I can't see her. All right, so while my producer Dwayne is bringing in Harlem, Butter Bomb is also out tonight. She has tackled, so congratulations to the Atlanta Phoenix. They actually played this past weekend. They played a team called Mississippi Panthers, and they won 34-6. So great job to y'all. And then they are also playing this weekend in Washington, so that's why Butterbomb is out. She's at practice tonight. And Harlem, if you're there, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I don't know what's going on with my Mac, but I don't know.
Gotta get a
But as long
PC.
as you can hear me, we good, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right, cool.
Awesome. So I don't know. We can't see her, so we're not gonna be able to go on the shoe cam with her. Okay, he about to bring you in, but I just can't see you. But we're gonna go on the shoe cam. Harlem, what kind of shoes are you wearing?
Actually, I'm not wearing any shoes. I'm wearing my Globetrotter flip-flop.
That's what's up. I like it. I like it.
Thank you.
I like it. All right, cool. And I'm just wearing some wedges. Can't lift my leg too high because I'm not behind the table, y'all. So, yeah, got the good wedges. Comfortable.
Okay.
All right, cool. So we're just going to go into a hot topic real quick. I know we talked about this earlier. Some of y'all have experienced it. I know a few people running out of gas. The lines are long. The prices are up. Even saw people filling up trash bags with gas. What are your thoughts on this gas shortage, the gas line, and the people hacking the gas line that tells the gas trucks where to go?
I mean, I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy, number one, that we don't have some type of backup. Like, we just don't have, we just run out of gas. There's no sort of backup nowhere. So I think that's crazy. I think that's crazy that, we're having these shortages. I know in Noonan, Georgia, I seen that somebody posted gas was $9.99 a gallon. I just thought that was just,
What?
that's just crazy. Yeah, $10.
Where was that?
Now I take my bike. That was in Noonan, Georgia. Yeah, the same city that was hit real bad by that tornado. I actually went to high school there, so yeah, that's crazy.
Wow, I'm surprised that we don't have a backup system for the gas. I really am shocked, but that's all right. That's kind of crazy. Is Brent there? And ask you. All right, so while we are bringing in one of our guests, what we're going to do is we're going to skip, and then we'll just come back to Brent and ask you. I think they were having technical problems. I'm not sure, but we'll come back and talk to them for sure. In the meantime, we are going to move on to Harlem. I think the lights are like flickering. I think they went out in the studio. Are you able to see that? Because I think, the lights out ladies are here, and we're excited to have them. So I want to go ahead and welcome in the ladies from Lights Out. We have Tisha, Nicole, and Candace. All right, so they're going to be bringing in, and basically, while our producers bringing in Tisha, Nicole, and Candace from Lights Out, we're talking everything Lynn Lewis and these ladies and their team are the 5 women champion. They also competed in the sevens, AFFL. So yeah, we're gonna be talking to them. Are they ready, Dwayne? All right. So while Dwayne's doing that, we're gonna skip down into our big announcement. And so I'm ready to bring them in at any point, but we're gonna do the big announcement just so you can bring them in. But we have a big announcement to make, you guys, and Harlem, are you ready for this announcement?
No.
Yeah, we have a really big announcement. It's kind of a sad thing, too. It's kind of like a big announcement, happy but sad. But for those of you that do not know, our very own Harlem, our very own, amazing player, great person just to be around in the league, will be leaving 8 Women and going back to trot the globe. Harlem, tell us about you leaving.
So it's kind of bittersweet, but at the same time, it is what it is. I knew that, once COVID kind of died down and things kind of went back to somewhat semi-normal, that, we would be back touring. And so my focus has to be basketball. That's just what it is. I have to focus on basketball. And it's an exciting time for me, to be back in the lab on the court with my guys and my teammates. We all rusty, right? It's like, I need to stay on the basketball court and just, this is my job. This is what I love to do. Like, I really honestly don't even look at it as a job because I love it so much. Like, I just wake up and get to inspire, kids around the world doing what I love. So, yeah, it's kind of like, kind of bittersweet, but at the same time, basketball is always going to be my first love. So
did we come close as a love, because I felt like you were there a lot this season. Did we come close?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I love sports in general. I wish growing up I had the opportunity to play multiple sports, but, my mom couldn't afford that. So I had to stick with like one thing. And thank God basketball was just, it was God sent. It was meant for me to play basketball and do what I'm doing now. So, but yeah, I absolutely love football. It's my second love. But I'm going to miss it. I'm going to take a break from it. I need a break just to, I might take on another sport, think about playing softball, kickball, something else, once I return back from the Globetrotters. Just take a little break from football, though.
Okay, so how long is the season? Like, when will you be back? I know that you talked about before this was your first time ever being able to do nationals. So logically, I'm thinking after January.
So the plan is to we're going to start training camp in July, and then training camp usually lasts 2 weeks, and then we hit the road. So we're going to hit the road and until like September, November, maybe a small break. You know, the tour schedule is they're still working things through. But I could possibly be gone from December, January, February, March. So like at least 7 months. You know, at least 7 months I'll be gone. So
Okay, awesome.
yeah.
So we're gonna have to put together a see you later party. What do you think about that? Put together a see you later event and just invite everybody out before you leave. You down for that?
That'd be cool. I don't really need nothing. You know, I don't need no fun. If I do have something, it'd be something small, people that, you know, that I'm really cool with and, you know, just vibe with, you know, so.
Dwayne, if my legs are open, can you crop that? Yeah, I don't want people seeing up mine.
What'd you say, son?
But not up my, like, because look, you can see straight through to my. Yeah, just at my hand. I don't want people to be able to see my underwear. Like, of course, I don't want that. All right, sorry about that, Harlem.
You good?
All right, cool. Well, everybody will be able to see your final performance this Sunday, Championship Sunday, playoffs. It's going to be such an amazing event. I know you're excited in training, so are you excited for your last game?
So I won't be playing this weekend, with APOC, due to work and just due to feeling like I just need a break from it. I have to work anyway. Sunday, we're doing like this whole photo shoot. So I'll be working all day from 9 to 6. So I won't be there, but obviously you know who I'm rooting for. It doesn't change anything. You know, even though I'm not there, I feel like APOC should still win it. You know, I think players are going to step up and do what they need to do to get the win. So I'm expecting that. You know, my fiance is going to go out and support them because she loves the team so much and she vibes with the other wives. And so I'm sure she's going to be texting me throughout the day, you know, telling me how they're doing. So I wish nothing but the best for the team, honestly. Obviously, I'm not going to go for nobody else, but I honestly believe that they could still win even without me. Players just got to step up and stay together.
Absolutely. Who are some of the other receivers on the team? Because I know y'all picked up a few people, changed around a few things. The defense looks very confusing. And not just receivers. I mean, they have Ori at quarterback. They're going to have Free. They're going to have just the whole team.
Yeah, they're going to have Abby. They're going to have Free. They're going to have Juice. They're going to have Chat. They're going to have, you know, Rico. They're going to have, I'm sure I'm missing somebody. They're going to have Trans. So they got, you know, we got some weapons. So it's just a matter of just like, you know, being in that moment, staying focused and staying together. And somebody's just going to have to step up, you know, every single game. Because everybody's going to be gunning for APOC. You know that, right? You right?
Yeah.
So, and I know in somebody's mind, they probably feel like they won. You know, they're going to win knowing that I'm not going to be there, which I think is a mistake.
Okay, I got you. Well,
Yeah.
So
if I had to put you on the spot, who do you think wins? Now that you know I'm not playing.
Here you go. You play too much. Here you go. I think.
Yeah.
I know, right? You play too much, but here's the deal. I think it's anybody's game, and let me tell you why.
Okay.
You know, because the heavy hitters, you know, APOC, they're not going to have Harlem, right? Which is a big deal, right? And then I talked to Coach Lane from Bama. They're not going to have their starting quarterback. They're not going to have T because she plays for Florida. So she plays for Florida in tackle. Bama played Florida this past week in tackle, and they actually injured their own quarterback in the game. So with that being said, they are going to go back with Nisi as the quarterback, and she's really a receiver for them, but she's a receiver playing quarterback. So it all, you know, that, but Coach Lane made this very clear. There are zero excuses. And when it comes to playoffs, when it comes to the championships, that's what makes championship teams that know how to adjust accordingly and move forward. So he also said, no matter what pieces we come with, we didn't join this league to take second place. we're gonna win. We're coming to win. So I think with these pieces being missing, I think with these pieces being shifted around, and then you got the Rebels. Don't let them fool you. They've been sneaking, creeping all year. We're gonna announce Coach of the Year at the end of the show, and you know, their coach is one of them for a reason. We have, you know, Don't Sleep on Primetime. They beat Bama this season, the only team to beat them. So, and then their coach, Coach Red, is also a nominee for Coach of the Year. So, I think, and then the Tigers, let's not sleep on the Tigers. You know, I think if they clean their stuff up, I think it's anybody's game. It really could be with all these pieces.
Okay. So who are you going for? We know that it could be anybody's game. But let me bring up a point that you mentioned about Bama. I think that starting quarterback makes a difference. You know, I've seen both, and not to knock the backup quarterback, she did a great job, but there's a difference. You know what I mean? You could just tell the starting quarterback just knows where Rashid is going to be. He knows how to properly place it. For the other ones, you know, when it's not your natural position, it's not going to look as natural. It's not going to flow, you know. But I'm sure these past, you know, couple days, obviously they know their starter is going to be out. That, you know, they kind of been molding her, and she's going to be ready. But it does make it will make a difference. But I know Bama's they're gonna be ready, and I believe, you know, the coach, and he say they're not coming to Atlanta, you know, to get second place, but they may not have a choice. I just think it's gonna be some great games. Like I said, I'm rooting for A-Pop. I can't, but I do think the Rebels are gonna upset somebody, or is that even an upset? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know, we'll see. We'll see.
You know, the interesting thing about the Rebels and the Tigers, because they play each other, is I had a chance to kind of talk to both teams a little bit, and I don't think either team is preparing for each other. I think they're both preparing for the next round, which is so interesting to hear. They're both preparing for the next round.
Mm-hmm. Which is a mistake. You don't never look 2 steps ahead. I worry about the first opponent first. I think the Rebels win that game. Just based on they seem like really together. They have a great coach. Obviously, their coach is up for, you know, Coach of the Year. I just think, you know, they got the edge on the Tigers, you know. So I think they beat the Tigers, which in my eyes isn't an upset, you know. But and then the Rebels will play the winner of APOC and DOA, right?
Yeah.
So they're saying they're already looking forward to playing APOC. Okay.
He said, okay. Are the ladies ready, Dwayne?
Okay.
All right. Awesome. Cool. Well, we're going to switch gears here. We are going to talk a little bit. We're going to talk a lot about Lynn Lewis. We're going to talk a lot about what happened in this past tournament, all-female tournament, Palm Coast. Phenomenally ran. I mean, a tournament that was so smooth. I mean, just for it to be ran so smooth is amazing. But right now we're going to bring in the 5 women non-contact champions. We're going to bring in Lights Out. Please welcome Tisha, Nicole, and Candace. And our producer, Dwayne, is bringing them all in. So we're excited to talk to these ladies. Their team is, again, this tournament is a national tournament, so teams come from all over. This particular team, a lot of the ladies are based in Texas, so we're excited to have them on the show and just talking to them about, you know, their run at Lynn Lewis and what's going on with the team, and obviously their run at sevens as well. All right, so he is bringing them in. Dwayne's over there working. Alrighty, let's talk.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 2547115.
Right, I can see y'all. Hi, ladies. Dwayne told me to tell y'all to turn down your volume in the background on your computer. So turn down the volume on your computer and only talk in your phones. I see you laughing, Shay. That means you were the one.
I feel like I did it right. I think I.
All right, so I don't know if you guys can see, but I can see y'all really good. All right, so if you're just getting in and he's just getting you on the phone, turn off your computer volume and only have your phone volume on. So your computer volume, turn it all the way down. And don't worry, I did the same thing when I first went live virtual. All right, so everybody should be on now.
Nathan Williams. I'm currently unavailable right now. Please leave.
All right, so while he's getting that together, we're just going to talk a little bit more about the tournament in itself. So overall, the tournament in itself was a great tournament. And I actually want to jump to some thank yous. So we'll just jump around a little bit more while he's bringing everybody on the line. But I wanted to jump to some very, very, very special thank yous during this tournament. When you go to tournaments, anything can happen. But I want to make sure that I do some special thank yous. And again, I'm just doing this in the meantime while Dwayne gets everybody on the line, the ladies from Lights Out. But during this tournament, I actually had a concussion from playing in the game. And I just want to give a super, super, super thank you to everybody on my WAP team that was so concerned, that really helped me. Super big thank you to Tap Out and Coach Billy. As soon as it happened, I looked on the footage and they were like so fast on the field. So I want to thank y'all for that. Everybody who called and checked on me. I want to thank Ebony Smith for making sure that I actually got on the golf cart and just didn't leave my side until I was able to get medical help. I want to thank Amanda. She was actually the chiropractor. And she's a licensed chiropractor who was actually on site and was treating me, just giving me medical attention on site. I want to thank you so much for that. Amber Rose, who threatened me the next morning and said, if you try to go play, I will knock you out myself. Just her concern and just making sure I'm good and making sure I got over there. I want to thank referee Ed for driving the golf cart to drive me over to the bench. Mashonda for checking on me, making sure I'm good. Mo, Sarah, Alicia Destin from the Warriors, just making sure that I don't fall asleep because I was very sleepy. So I just want to make sure I thank everybody. And if I left anybody out, Coach Askew, Zarek, just a big thank y'all for that. So, all right. So hopefully we got everything going. And Dwayne making sure we got everybody going. Then we're going to get to talk to the ladies at Lights Out. So, but anyway, thank y'all so much. That tournament was a big tournament. That's what happened. I just want to make sure I said it live. Thank you. Harlem, how was your experience overall at the tournament? Harlem, can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you. What did you say?
How was your experience overall at the tournament?
It's my first time seven women. It is a very
Okay, so somebody has their volume on. Dwayne is saying you have to turn your volume down and off.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go
Can
ahead.
you hear me a lot better?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Okay, so I think 7 women is a different type of, obviously it's a different style than what I'm used to playing 8. It's a fast-paced game. And there's a lot of strategy to it. So, I mean, is it something that I would probably want to play in the future? Probably not. Just because I try to limit as many styles as I can to play just for my needs. But it was different though. And you know what I mean? First time for everything. I tried it. It was good. But I think the best part for me was being able to play with other players from different teams. You know, getting to play with Diddy from Carolina United, getting to play with Mo from DOA, and got to play with Kat, who plays 5s on WAP, you know that. And just, you know, that was like the best part for me, just getting to play with players, you know, from different leagues. So.
Okay, perfect. Are the ladies ready, Dwayne? All right, so while our producer still brings in the rest of the ladies from Lights Out, because we cannot wait to talk to them. You want me? Are they all on now? Shay, Nicole, Candace, can y'all all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Woo! Yes!
Yeah, we figured it out.
All right, cool beans. Welcome, ladies. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Hi, thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Couldn't wait to have y'all. So let's start with each one one of you just talking about yourselves and, where you guys are located physically?
I'll go.
Go ahead, Nikki.
Most of us are from Texas, actually, on our team, but I'm from Dallas. I don't know what you want to know our background in flag, maybe, but most of us some of us met through LFL that I'm sure you guys know about, but we've all been playing flag together for about 4 years now, probably. But we travel all over the country to play, but most of us are from somewhere in Texas. I'm from Dallas.
Okay. Tisha, where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Houston, but I live in San Antonio now.
Okay. Nicole, where are you from?
Candace?
So I'm from Waco, so I'm pretty much in the middle of everybody. I think like she says south, Nicole is north, and I'm kind of right in the middle.
Okay, not too far from like Killeen or something, right?
Killeen's not too far from Waco. Yeah, it's about 45 minutes.
Yeah, the big military base. Okay, awesome. So lights out. You guys used to play in the LFL. Did all of you guys play for Austin?
No, actually, when we started this about 4 years ago, we had a bunch of different girls from all over the country that played in LFL. We all kind of put one team together to go to nationals. When was that? To say like 3-4 years ago, whatever that was. But not everybody on our team played LFL. That's kind of how the core group met. And then of course we needed to pick up some additional ballers like Candace.
Yeah, no, I didn't play LFL, but y'all from Atlanta, right? You say the host is Master.
Yeah, no, I'm from St. Petersburg, Florida, but yes, I live here in Atlanta. So yeah, we're Atlanta based.
I know Amber Clark played for the Atlanta team. Do you know Amber Clark?
I don't know Amber, but I'm very familiar with the Atlanta team, Coach Dom, and that whole crew over there. So yeah, I'm really familiar with that team. Let me ask you guys this.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So let's talk about Lynn Lewis. You guys played how many styles at Lynn Lewis?
2.
7, 7s and 5s, correct?
Yeah.
And let's talk about 5s first, because you guys are the champions for that game, for that style. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Right before that, you guys played Lady Venom. Y'all tied and went into overtime shootout. What was the huddle like at that point? Like, were you guys nervous? What was going on in the huddle at that point?
So I'll say Lady Venom was, I think that was our first time ever playing them. We got to watch them in TCB, Panama City Beach. And they're a sneaky team, man. Like, they're kind of a low-key powerhouse that just shows up and just fights hard. They fought the whole game. It was the lowest-scoring game because their defense, honestly, was impressive. They made adjustments quickly. We scored on the first drive, and then they made an adjustment that made it tough for the rest of the game to score at all. So, as far as overtime, if it's a close game, in my opinion, I kind of want to go to overtime because it puts it into an extra point versus extra point. And I'm very confident in the extra point plays. To me, you bunch it all up and then spread the defense out. So I felt very confident going into overtime that we'd be able to defend and score at the same time. So
okay. And what
the extra point.
I think what we were doing to prepare for that overtime, I think the huddle was actually just like focused. We just needed to, do our task, do what we were supposed to do, and then we already knew the outcome. We knew that if everybody did their job, then that we would come out with the win. So pretty much in the huddle, we just like, do your job, do what you came here to do. We're about to win this, and that's what happened, pretty much.
Nice. That's what happened. So you guys went on to the championship game. You played the Academy. That was a very, very, very high intense game. Had you guys played them before?
You said the Academy?
Yeah, for the championship game. Had you guys played them already before?
We play them every weekend.
Yeah.
They're also mostly from Dallas, so we literally play them in the championship game every single tournament that we've ever played in as a team.
Yeah, we're already tired of playing them.
They know us really well, and we know them really well. So.
Oh, wow. And you guys mentioned PCB. This year for Nationals, since you guys said, we play the Academy, the finals teams, will you guys be going to Orlando this year?
Yes.
What? Really?
Wait, you said Orlando?
No, I'm sorry. No, we're not going to Tampa. No.
Tampa.
Okay. So for Nationals, you guys are going to Florida. Again, the Central Florida.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to Flag Football World Championship Tour, FFWCT in Tampa in January. Was that the question? Sorry, it's hard to kind of hear on the phone.
Don't worry about it. When I'm virtual, I get it. I totally understand. So I know it's a little bit delayed. Okay, so let's talk about sevens, though. You guys did play sevens. In Harlem, actually, I saw you guys actually play Harlem's team in sevens on that Friday. You guys didn't quite win sevens, but talk us through your sevens experience at Lynn Lewis.
So this was actually our first time actually playing in the AFFL. So we kind of really didn't know what to expect. We put a team together, some of our girls from a 5 team, and then we picked up some from like other teams. So this was also our first time actually playing together as a team with different people. Like I said, with us actually not knowing what to expect, it was kind of like we just had to do things on the fly. And I think the overall experience was really great. Like for us not actually first getting any practice together, putting a team together, and not actually playing the division at all. So we did play against Harlem teams. It was pretty fun. But I think, like I said, overall, like I actually like AFFL. It's kind of like a mixture of 5s and 8s. I like both. 5s because it's fast, 8s because you get to actually put your hands on people. So it was like that happy medium in between. Because, in 5s, especially like non-contact, you don't really get to touch people. And if you're a contact player, that's pretty hard. But when you get to play contact and then you get to play something that's not contact and you have that happy medium, I think it's pretty cool.
Nice. Okay. So will you guys continue sevens since you guys got the experience now? You did pretty well.
Are we going to continue to compete in sevens?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, we're having a hard time, I think. Yeah, we are. We're competing in sevens at the end of the month in Arlington at the tournament. It's not AFL style, but it'll still give us a good amount of practice with the same team.
Do you guys feel like, I know that this Lynn Lewis tournament was a sanctioned tournament for the AFFL, $200,000. Are you guys still going to do things on the road for that prize in Houston this August?
We're hoping so. I hope that they let us into the big tournament. I feel like T-Shay said, we kind of threw it together. Never playing the style together before, but we really did well. And I think we have a strong team. It's just the experience. So I think even the experience of the Lynn Lewis alone, it's the last game was tough. It was a learning experience, but I really do think that if we got another opportunity, we would surprise some people with what we could do. So I hope we could play in August again, for sure.
Yeah, because I don't know if anybody knows that we literally were undefeated until the last game, and we only lost by 1 point. And that was a heartbreaker for sure, because, that 1 point would have determined if we would have, been able to automatically go into the tournament versus having to wait to see if we would get invited. So we have a grudge out right now, so we get the opportunity to turn to a different outcome for sure.
Yeah, because the people that got in She Unit and the Academy. So that's
shout out to them. They played well. They did. So shout out to them.
Awesome. And ladies, who are your coaches?
So GM Master Nate Williams. He's working 100% behind the scenes at all times, just doing everything he can for us. He's kind of the leader of the bunch. And he does a lot of work for us. Fred McDonald came out, flew out to Florida for us, big time in the men's game. Led us in sevens for the AFFO side, and JT came out and led us in 5-on-5.
Nice. Harlem, do you
all guy crew?
You guys have all male coaches?
Yeah.
Awesome. Before we let y'all go, do y'all want to shout out any of your teammates? Anything that we should know about you guys? Anything that we should be on the lookout for that's coming from Lights Out?
Well, I'll go. I want to give a shout out to all of the ladies that play with Lights Out. I know that probably each tournament we literally pick up people. We have our main crew, but we also have people that we pick up often. But I just want to give a shout out to everybody that's ever played for Lights Out, because each time that we've won, lost, whatever, it's always been a great experience. Also want to give a shout out to Nate, Jonathan, and Fred. Nate for sure, because without Nate, we wouldn't even really have Lights Out. He's pretty much been the bread and butter behind the organization. So he does everything for us. So I really have to give a big shout out to him.
Also, I want to give out a shout out to Shrooms Football, Flag Football, Shrooms Flag Football. Man, they sponsor everything we do, man. And I don't know if y'all have heard of Shrooms yet. They're growing. They're sponsoring almost every big major flag football tournament. They make flags, poppers, belts, triple threats, jerseys now, everything. And they're located out of Austin, close to the Round Rock area. I want to shout them out because they really support us, and they're the nicest guys that you could meet ever. So shout out to Shrooms for sure.
Yes, thank you, Shrooms.
Also, I want to shout out to y'all. This podcast is dope. Thank y'all for doing this. For real, it's dope that y'all are. You're helping grow the women's game. This brings interest to the game. People want to tune in and see what y'all are talking about. So this is dope that y'all do this. So shout out to y'all for sure.
Aw, thank you. That's so sweet. Harlem, you got anything you want to say to ladies before they go?
I couldn't hear it. Was that me?
Harlem, you got anything before we let them go?
First,
like they mentioned, we played them Friday, and they're one heck of a team. They're definitely a team. Their coach is on me the whole time. I was like,
I heard him.
He was it's just passion. I say something, I might have said something because I'm passionate and I'm just dramatic and just like to have a good time, and that reps him up, right?
Yeah.
I love that though. That's why we play.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I want to bring the best out. I'm gonna talk my smack. Yes, you can't guard me. Whatever. It's just in the moment. It's nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
But they're a great team. They're a great team. And one thing that, I will say about great teams, no matter what happens, right, they stay together. Who would have guessed that was their first time playing together? I wouldn't have guessed that, because it's all about the morale, right? Because when things don't go your way, which they're not when you're first learning a new style, right? You got to keep your heads up. You got to encourage your teammates to be like, you know what, next play. And that's what they exhibited every play. And it makes a difference. So shout out to them. I knew they were going to do well in seven. They might not have won, but they did well. I didn't even know you guys played 5, but that's dope.
Yeah, we played them first, but we ain't going to talk about that.
Yeah, appreciate that. yeah, that Dwayne.
No, but kind of leading on that too, though. With our team Lights Out, I just want to shout out the girls, because it truly takes girls with no ego to come together and win. We don't have egos on Lights Out, man. Somebody can play all the first game and not play at all the second game, and there's nobody complaining. It's all about matchups. It's all about supporting one another, and I think that beats talent a lot of times. Just people supporting each other and playing their role, whatever it is, not asking questions. And I think that's important. Like Harlem was saying, as far as just coming together no matter what format.
Mm-hmm.
So I shout out to Lights Up, and like Touche said, everybody that's played with us. Yeah, I mean that's a big deal to let your ego go before the game and come out and do your part regardless of what it is. So
right. I agree with that 1,000%, Candace. Like, and people don't understand that. Like, you gotta let the ego. You gotta put the ego to the side. Like sometimes winning isn't enough for certain people. They gotta be the man and win, and you never really win like that. You know what I mean? Like, so it takes a team. Listen, you got one job. Do that one job good, and you put us in a position to win. And that's what separates great teams from good teams. You know what I mean? So
absolutely,
I appreciate you saying that, because that's the words right out of my mouth. Like, that is 1,000% true.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Wow. All right, ladies. Well, thank you so much. We're going to continue to watch Lights Out and y'all's journey throughout the year, throughout the tournaments. We hope to have y'all back. Thank you again for coming on the show. All right. So we are jumping all over the place. And right now, we are going to jump right on over to 8 Co-Ed Championship. Oh, man, was this a battle. You can't deny that it was a big battle. It was a great fought battle. Before we talk about the winners of it, we're going to go ahead and we're going to break down the brackets. And apparently, round 1, we got MIS versus EA Strays. We're not going to talk about that game. We're going to keep it moving. I'm just playing. I'm playing. So apparently, I know, right? No, we're going to talk about this game. So, yeah, the prediction was that EA Strays would win. It was a very biased prediction of mine, of course. No, I'm not ever going to go against myself. Then when we get to the field, apparently MIS saw the podcast. They weren't having it. Oh, Shauna, y'all gonna win today, huh? So, anyway, they whooped us. They whooped us real bad. 33, goose egg.
33 what? Ooh. Hey. You let that happen, Shauna? You let that happen. How did you let that happen?
I was telling you, even when Justin even said, Aisha, don't let her catch the ball no more. Period. It was just a wrap. And then Aisha was guarding me. What was I supposed to do? Like, she was, she's lethal. So it was a really good game though. I mean, MIS, they played really good. The field was really great. The game was fun. The great thing about the EA Strays, though, and I will say this, it goes back to what you and Candace were just saying. Our team had so much fun. We were laughing so hard. We were getting our butt whooped. Not spanked, but whooped. But we were just laughing so hard and having a good time. It was all good. It really was. So it was all good. Next game was the Assassins. It was the Assassins versus the Blue Iguanas. Now, this game was very, very good. It was like turnover after turnover. Offense was intense. Defense was intense. The Assassins were mixing it up on offense. They were trading out their quarterback. They even let TJ quarterback. And congratulations to him because he just graduated. All right, to the college graduate. Yeah, overall final score 14 Assassins, 12 Blue Iguanas. After that, Dynasty played Undertakers. That game was going on at the same time. Final score for that 18-0. Dynasty took it. And then Primetime Black versus Justice League. That final score was 15 Primetime Black, Justice League 9. So then that put us into the finals right before the championship. And so that boiled down to MIS versus the Assassins. MIS took that game 15-9. And then that was Dynasty versus Primetime Black, where Dynasty whooped Primetime Black the way MIS whooped us. 27-0. So that was that. And then that brought us to the championship game. And shouts out to the champions. So MIS versus Dynasty. And I don't know if you remember this, Harlem. I'm sure you do. But back in January, when Dynasty won Nationals down in Orlando, they came on the show and they said, we want to play MIS. And then here we are, fast forward to May, and we finally got to see that match, MIS versus Dynasty. And this game, MIS 11. Congratulations to Dynasty, the 8 Co-Ed Championship team 14. So 11-14. Congratulations to Dynasty on that one. Did you see that coming, Harlem? What did you think about that when you saw those two going head to head?
I mean, what, MIS and Dynasty?
Yeah.
Man, on paper, it's a great matchup. You know, that game could have really went either way. That's a game I wish I would have had a chance to see live. But congrats to Dynasty. You know, I mean, they got Herman, they got Anton, they loaded, but so is MIS. They got some great girls and great guys too. So, but you know, you just got to be the best that day. So, shout out to Dynasty.
Exactly, and like you said, it's the best that day. They both have really
That
strong
day.
teams. The ladies on Dynasty are Brianna Davis, Maisha Horton, Mia Marshall, Aj, Austin Weber, Jelena Bolden, Crystal and Brittany Scott, Joy Jones. And then the guys, you know, they have Brian, they have T.O., they got B Moore, they got Anton, they got Eric, easy money. They got Slick Rick, Tim Smith, Amani Bolden. And Amani Bolden is so cute. Let me tell you why. Because that is Jelena's son. And so it's kind of like welcome to the league, and then he comes in getting the championship. So congratulations to you, Mr. Amani. That's not normal for people to come in with a championship. They got June. They got Baby Vic, Javante. So their team is very, very, very loaded. And I actually got a chance to get a conversation with Eric, and basically he said, because I asked him about his ladies more so, because you know in co-ed it's all about the ladies. That 9 points versus 6 points makes all the difference in the world, and who has the strongest ladies. But a quote from Eric is, ladies make the world of difference. Dynasty is built around our queens. We have very strong women, and if anyone knows me, I believe in my women as much as our guys. So that same post or go route that Anton or Mikel can run, we have that much confidence when we send a Spellman or a Bree. We are developing a new system that started about 3 to 4 weeks ago, and everyone, especially our ladies, are buying into it. He's very proud of his team. He's excited to continue to do more tournaments. They picked up some key pieces, he said, which, you know, he talks about Bree, he talks about Mia, he talks about Joy, the twins. And he said the team is only getting stronger. So that's directly from Eric and Dynasty. So again, congratulations to you guys. Yeah, they're on a roll. That's like their second championship this year so far. So January, May, we look forward to see what happens in a couple more months with them.
I'm sorry you cut out.
It's okay, no worries. We're going to go on to A-Co-Ed also had some nominations for League's Best. So we're going to start with the championship MVP. This person was voted on by the referees in the game. He plays for Dynasty. And when I tell you somebody upset the king of the jungle, he just went off like roar. Herman Barlow. Herman's stats were, he had about 4 picks, 2 ended up in touchdowns, 2 receiving touchdowns. It was crazy how he just went off in the final game. So congratulations to him. He is the championship MVP for the league. Other winners are Offensive Player of the Year, Tim Smith. Championship Defensive Player of the Year. The winners are Maisha Horton and Jock Cruel. Rookie of the Year, Santavius Jones. Congratulations to him. Best Female Player of the Season, Tu Bo. Defensive Player of the Season, Javante Ezard. Offensive Player of the Season, another one, Quindell Nichols. And then Most Valuable Player, Javante Ezard again. So congratulations to all the 5-Star Sports. Can you still hear me, Harlan? It's delayed. So congratulations to you guys. And make sure you tune in next week because Dynasty, the champions, will be here. So they have confirmed to be here, talk about their championship, and we'll get to learn more about championship night with them. Good to go, Harlem?
Can you repeat what you said? Can you say something so I can hear you?
Yeah.
Okay, now I can hear you. Okay.
I'm like, I think she's confused. She can't hear me. But no, we just went ahead and announced the winners, the championship winners. So,
Okay.
yeah, so that was the championship winners from the 8 Co-Ed League. And we're going to go right into, I don't think you're live, so I won't even talk. We'll do 5 on your live, but I'll do 10 for you. So we'll do 5 on the live, and I'll do 10 for you. So the first 5 on my live is ATL Limelight, Marcus Gotten. Shouts out to Fish60. Shouts out to Tish110. Shouts out to Lights Out Flag, Candace Bird, Alicia, APOC, T-Shay, JVIC, Dallas Smoke, Mr. Normandy, Coach Crystal, and I think that should be 5. Dom, Black B, loving it. 1 Killer Cam always. So it's a lot of people on there, y'all, so I can't shout it off. I think that's at least 10, though. All right, so we're going to wrap up the show. Y'all know that Harlem is virtual. Our big announcement, as you guys know, Harlem will not be playing in the final game that's up and coming for the championship. And now for our final announcement, we are going to go into our Coach of the Year award. And with that being said, I will start with just kind of explaining to you guys again how it's broken down. So it's broken down into 3 parts and 3 votes. There's the people's vote, which was online. We'll announce that. There's the podcast crew vote, where everyone on the podcast crew team, that includes us, the producers, just the whole team that comes to the studio votes. And then after that, we go into influential votes. And the influential votes are votes from coaches, people who are influences in the league, and people who know the league. So I will start with telling you guys the people's vote, and then Harlem will go into the podcast crew's vote. So the people said that Coach Arnold, 81%, deserved to be Coach of the Year. 19% voted for Coach Red. Harlem, and I know that the people in the podcast were at odds. So Harlem, what was the podcast vote? And what was the breakdown for that? Okay, our producer is calling Harlem back so that she can go over the podcast crew's vote. But again, the people voted online, and the votes for the people were 81% Coach Arnold for Coach of the Year, 19% Coach Red. Harlem, you back with us?
Yep, I'm back.
All right, awesome. So I know that the people in the podcast had opposite votes, so it really boiled down to influential votes. But talk to us about the podcast crew's vote and how that went.
Yeah, so I think me, you, and Butter, we mutually agreed that, Coach Red from Primetime was Coach of the Year. For me personally, he's Coach of the Year to me, just based off, the fact that, his team has been able to double their wins, and they beat Bama, and that's an upset to me. It's nothing personal. I don't look at Primetime as a team. They're like a B+ team, and they beat an A team. So you double your wins, and you have an upset. You gave an A team that only lost in the regular season. I mean, what more do you want? I don't know what else it takes to be Coach of the Year. I'm not trying to take anything from Arnold. He's a great coach. I mean, the Rebels have had a tremendous year as well, but they didn't upset Bama. They didn't, I don't think they did anything that anybody was really surprised, so, but they have won some games that were close games, last few minutes of the game. So, and I think, I think that says a lot, but for me, I would have to give it to Coach Red. So, and we all mutually agreed on that, right, Shonda?
Yeah, we definitely all talked about it over the phone again today. Right. And, we definitely all had to talk about it. And one thing that we did also talk about is, are we voting based on popularity, or are we voting based on stats and things like that? So we definitely went back and forth about it as far as the podcast vote. But it wasn't just me, you, and Butter's vote. It was, Dwayne's vote, Amos's vote, just the podcast crew vote. So I I think Arnold is a phenomenal coach. But all the things that you said are great too. So basically what happened is it boiled down to the influential votes. And the influential votes did go 50-50 for a long time. The final votes kind of came down to, and I'll talk about it, but I won't tell you how they voted. But I know that a few people talked about the points that you made, you know, Coach Red going A and then him coming back and, you know, just having a great season in the league. And it was still 50-50. And then the last influential vote did come in. And that person basically, what they did was they went through all their factors. They actually bulleted out which way they were going to go. They were back and forth on their vote, but it was the final vote. So this person did make the final decision. And basically, he made the final decision on his final question, which was, did Primetime and Rebels play each other? The answer to that question is yes, they did play each other. And because they're neck and neck, the Rebels did win that game 8-0. So he gave the vote to Coach Arnold. Congratulations, Coach of the Year, to Coach Arnold from the Rebels. So we hope to see you guys next week to come up here. And congratulations again, Coach Arnold, Coach of the Year.
Yeah, congrats, Coach. Well deserved. Well deserved. It was so close. It could have went either way.
It was really close. And the last influential voter, literally, it came down to that last question. He said, did they play each other head-to-head since it's tied? I said, yeah, they actually did. And then who won? And then that's how he voted. I won't tell you whose vote it was, but that was his final vote because it was 50-50. Very intense conversations and everything. So congratulations, Coach Arnold. Congratulations, Coach Arnold. Congratulations, Coach Arnold. With that being said, y'all, we are about to get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed the Lights Out Ladies 8 Co-Ed. Hopefully we'll see that come back around. Harlem's virtual. We're going to be letting y'all know some updates on our We'll See You Later party. Not going away party, but We'll See You Later party. And then make sure you guys, if you haven't already signed up for the 8 Women Draft, get signed up for that. And then, yeah, Harlem, you got any other closing announcements?
Nope. Just be kind and spread love.
Okay, be kind, spread love. Bye.
Soul right, been struggling my whole life, in the dark with no sunlight, tired of making up excuses, going crazy about to lose it, in the midst of all the bullshit, let the music be a pulpit.
This shit we on.
Caged up, let us lose. Caged up, let us lose. Black lives on the matter, nigga, when you're lying dead on the news. Gotta paint that blue. Gotta paint that blue. Cops kill your blood, niggas ain't talking about Pyro. Better get a clue. Better get a clue. Wake up, my people, this shit can happen to you. Treating us like fools. Keep